Sasikal and good morning to Shahu ma'am and copy to all the participants. Before the introduction of our worthy source person, I, on the behalf of our college management, staff, and students, welcome and thank to Shahu ma'am for joining this online platform, Google Meet. I am pretty sure that today's webinar is going to be very interesting for students as it will be like playing of game while doing physics practicals. Ma'am, we got the DBT Star College scheme from the Ministry of Science and Technology, Government of India. The main objective of this scheme can be described by word smart. So from the word smart, we mean infrastructure for science labs, motivating students for hands-on practical training, augmentation of interdisciplinary projects, refinement and repair of existing lab equipments, training of teachers and lab staff. So, to achieve these objectives, our DBT team of physics and chemistry faculty members are putting their best efforts during this period of COVID-19 pandemic. We have organized many online activities like webinars, poster making competitions, project work, etc. We are going to organize first of its kind the virtual tour to Tata Institute of Fundamental Research, Mumbai on 5th of December at 12:20. As per the recommendation of our advisory committee from this platform, I would like to request to my worthy team members and scheme coordinators to organize activities like interdepartmental workshops and interdisciplinary projects. We have left only 2 or 3 months for the utilization of funds issued for this financial year. So, without taking much time, I hand over the control to Dr. Gurpreet Singh for introducing our esteemed resource person. Thank you. Over to Dr. Gurpreet Singh.
Good morning to all of you, esteemed faculty members and students who have joined us today for this webinar. It is a matter of pride and privilege for me and for DAV College Bathinda to introduce to all of you a renowned demonstrator, Madam Sharmishta Sahu, retired associate from Maharani Lakshmi Amani College, Bangalore. After the retirement, presently she is also giving her services as coordinator Amani Indian Association of Physics Teachers, Avishkar, Indian Academy of Sciences, Bangalore, and Maharani Lakshmi Amani College, Autonomous Agastya International Foundation, etc. She has authored 8 volumes of Understanding Physics and Concise Physics. Dr. Sharmishta Sahu has conducted a number of workshops, science demonstrations, and interactive sessions for students. She was awarded 6 times the National Competition of Innovative Experiments and National Competition of Innovative Computational Physics. So, as we all know, the topic of today's webinar, that is constructivism and learn by doing practicals for UG students. And although this type of interactive and demonstration-based topic need physical presence of all of us with Madam, but due to prevailing pandemic situation, organized one-day interactive session in a form of webinar. So once again, I welcome Dr. Sharmishta Sahu for giving her valuable time for this topic. And by not taking much time now, I invite Madam Sharmishta Sahu to deliver her lecture on the topic. Thank you very much.
A very good morning to all of you, and thank you extremely too much for the wonderful, nice words. And hearty congratulations to D.V. Bhatinda for having got the DBT Star project, which is in fact an prestige for all colleges or for few colleges to get that status. It is a big money that they give, and they expect a lot from the students and teachers of these colleges. In fact, our college, which is Maharani Lakshmi Ammani College in Bangalore, is also getting the DBT Star status, doing such activities for the last 15 years. Actually, it was one of the first colleges to have got the DBT Star project, and we are very proud about it. So I really know how beautiful it is for the teachers and the students to avail this facility and to extend it to all the students in and around their college. It is actually meant for students in the college as well as for students outside the college. So it is an added advantage to. Extremely grateful to you for calling me to this particular workshop, which we plan to spend about 2 hours with the students and make them realize what science is. So I'm sure, as Sir just mentioned, that it is not going to be a studies, or it is not going to be a lecture class where we talk and most of the time the students are listening to the lecture, but we will have some activities where the students and the teachers are getting involved, interacting with each other, and then coming to a conclusion which may be of some value as far as science goes. So keeping that in mind, I hope all of you have come prepared for the activities and are willing to do things which I am asking you. Now what we will do is, all of you have been muted so that there is no noise or background noise when one person is talking. But I want to be an interactive session, and that is possible provided you also talk when you are asked to asked a question. And how will you do it? If you are working with a laptop, simply press the space bar, talk, tell whatever you want, and then leave the space bar so that you are muted once again. In that case, a person who is talking, the others will automatically be muted, and it will not be a confusion or chaos when 2 or 3 people are talking to you. And I want all of you to participate. So मैं अपने तरफ से हिंदी में बोलूंगी जितना मेरे से हो सकता है, एंड मुझे लगता है कि बच्चे भी मेरे साथ काम करें. ओके, आप रेडी हो करने के लिए? हाँ कि नहीं मुझे बोलना है प्लीज. बेटा डरने की बात नहीं है, आप भी आंसर करोगे तब सीड कर सकते. मैं अगर अकेली बोलती रहूंगी तो आप बोर हो जाओगे और सोने लगोगे, तो इसीलिए हम मिल के खेलेंगे. ठीक है? यस. हाँ ना, चैट बॉक्स में तो मुझे पता नहीं चलेगा. आप बोल सकते हो, तो अनम्यूट कर सकते हो क्या अपने आप को?
यस मैम.
ओके, तो कोई भी एक बात बोलेगा तो दूसरे चुप रह जाएंगे, तो वो हम सुन पाएंगे. ठीक है? तो फिर आपके पास क्या है अभी? क्या है आपके पास? सामान क्या है?
मैम मिरर एंड ज्योमेट्री बॉक्स.
जी
मैम मिरर्स, ज्योमेट्री बॉक्स, व्हाइट पेपर शीट्स, सेलो टेप.
ओके, मिरर भी है?
यस मैम.
ओके,
यस मैम.
ठीक है. तो फिर मैं क्या करूंगी, मैं अपने तरफ से यहाँ से दिखाना चाहूंगी, पर आपके पास मिरर है तो आप भी करके देखिए. अपने पास जो मिरर है आप बाजू में रख के देखेंगे तो आपको समझ में आएगा जल्दी. मैं दूर से दिखाऊंगी, कभी दिख सकता है कभी नहीं दिख सकता है, इसीलिए आप भी मेरे साथ करते जाइए. ठीक है? अच्छा, हम क्या कर रहे हैं, क्यों कर रहे हैं, वो पहले समझ जाएंगे. द टॉपिक इज कंस्ट्रक्टिविज्म. ओके, doing and learning. Now what we want to learn over here is how exactly a science process skill is, or what is a science process skill. हम जब बोलते हैं दूसरों को कि मैं बीएससी कर रही हूँ, बीएससी का माने क्या होता है? I will become a bachelor of science. तो अगर हम बोलेंगे किसी को कि मैं बीएससी कर चुकी हूँ कि कर रही हूँ, तो मुझे साइंस में थोड़ा सा ज्ञान होना ही चाहिए। साइंस के माने क्या होता है? हम क्या समझते हैं साइंस से? सिर्फ बुक से पढ़ के जो आंसर लिखा है वो आंसर लिख के मार्क्स मिल जाएगा, सर्टिफिकेट मिल जाएगा, तो ये साइंस नहीं होगा। आप अगर सच्ची साइंस करना चाहोगे तो आपको नेसेसरीली कुछ करना चाहिए, हाथ में कुछ करके वो जो थ्योरी डेवलप करना चाहते हो उसका क्या थ्योरी है, क्या फॉर्मूला है, कैसे ये काम करेगा, उसको कहाँ पे हम अप्लाई कर सकते हैं, ये सब हमें अपने आप सीखना चाहिए। तब जाके हम बोल सकते हैं कि हाँ मुझे ये आता है। ठीक है, इसी हिसाब से मैं अभी क्या करना चाहती हूँ, आपको इस प्रोसेस स्किल क्या होता है। हम यूजुअली क्लास में जब जाते हैं हमारे पास एक बुक होता है, नहीं तो नोटबुक होता है, और उसमें कुछ फॉर्मूलेस लिखा होता है। तो उस फॉर्मूला को हम अपने आप रट लेते हैं, और अगर हमें कुछ एक्सपेरिमेंट करना होगा तो लैब को जाते हैं। उस फॉर्मूला को देख के जो करना चाहिए हमें टीचर नहीं तो मैनुअल बता देता है कि ये करो, और हम कर लेते हैं स्टेप बाय स्टेप। इसको करने के बाद ये आंसर आएगा हमें है, तो हम उसी आंसर को ट्राई करते हैं पाने के लिए। जब वो आंसर मिल गया हम बोलते हैं कि हम बहुत ही बढ़िया एक्सपेरिमेंट किए हैं, हमें 100% मार्क मिलना चाहिए। तो वो क्या होता है, हम किसी के आइडिया को लेके वेरीफाई करना चाहते हैं कि हाँ ये है कि नहीं है, पर वो साइंस असल में नहीं है। वो तो हम सिर्फ बोल रहे हैं कि जो साइंटिस्ट बोले हैं वो सच है। ओके, अपने आप को साइंटिस्ट बनाना है, हमें अपने आप को साइंस के थ्रू जो करना चाहिए वो करके दिखाना चाहिए कि मैं भी साइंटिस्ट हूँ, मैं भी जैसे न्यूटन है, जैसे आइंस्टाइन है, मैं भी उनमें से एक हूँ। ओके, तब जाके लगेगा कि हाँ हम साइंस कर रहे हैं और साइंस का कुछ मतलब निकलेगा उसमें से। तो इसीलिए मैं बताई हूँ कि थोड़ा सा हम एपरेटस लाएंगे अपने आप पास और कुछ करके दिखेंगे, उसमें से हम ट्राई करेंगे कि क्या आंसर हमें, उसमें से हम दुनिया को बताएंगे कि दिस इज माय साइंस फॉर्मूला, दिस इज माय थ्योरी एंड दिस इज हाउ इट इज कैन बी अप्लाइड। वो करने के लिए हम ट्राई कर रहे हैं। ठीक है, तो फिर आपके पास अगर मिरर है तो मिरर आप सिर्फ एक पेंसिल इसके सामने रख के देखिए क्या दिखता है आपको, वो मिरर में क्या दिखता है। सबके पास मिरर होना चाहिए। मिरर नहीं है तो मैं यहाँ पे दिखा रही हूँ, और मिरर सामने रखी जिसका का है। बोलिए प्लीज। क्या दिखता है? इमेज, क्या की इमेज दिखती है। इमेज का माने क्या होता है? हम साइंस स्टूडेंट हैं, क्लास 7-8 में इमेज यूज किए हैं, इसीलिए हम इमेज बोल देते हैं। पर आप थोड़ा समझा दोगे मुझे ये इमेज का माने क्या होता है? मैं ये वाला कैप धा रही हूं, ओके, कैप को मिरर के समझना, एक कैप मुझे मिरर के पीछे दिख रहा है कि नहीं?
यस मैम।
ओके, वो दूसरा वाला कैप असल में है क्या?
रिफ्लेक्शन।
हाँ, वो रिफ्लेक्शन होके उसका रेज वहां से आता है, जो आंख में जा रहा है वो इमेज दिख रहा है। ठीक है, वो पेन का एक दूसरे प्रोजेक्ट है मिरर के पीछे, वो वाला सच में भी है पर फिर भी दिख रहा है, उसको मैं बोल रही हूँ और आप बोल रहे हैं कि वो रिफ्लेक्शन होके दिख रहा है। वेरी गुड, एक्सलेंट। तो वो रिफ्लेक्शन के कारण मुझे दिखता है। अभी देखिए मैं पेन का कैप पास ले रही हूँ, वो इमेज का क्या हो रहा है बोलिए। अगर मैं कैप को पीछे सामने सामने ले रही हूँ तो वो क्या हो रहा है, उसको क्या हो रहा है?
Size increase.
हाँ?
Ma'am, size increase.
साइज इंक्रीजिंग, इज द साइज इंक्रीजिंग? आप देखिए साइज इंक्रीज हो रहा है क्या? जितना बड़ा कैप है उतना बड़ा ही इमेज है, इमेज बढ़ रहा है क्या? नहीं। जब मैं पेन के कैप पास पास लेके आती हूँ तो वो इमेज भी मिरर के पास आता है। देखिए जब मैं पेन कैप को दूर करती हूँ तो वो इमेज भी दूर चला जाता है। और मैं पेन कैप मिरर के सामने रखी हूँ पर इमेज मिरर के पीछे दिख रहा है। ये वाला है मिरर, तो मैं यहाँ पे रखी हूँ मिरर के सामने और मुझे इमेज मिरर के पीछे दिख रहा है। ये सब दिख रहा है कि नहीं? जो भी साइज है मेरा पेन कैप, वो इमेज भी उतना ही साइज का है, दिखता है?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. ये सब मिरर के रिफ्लेक्शन जो हो रहे हैं उसके प्रॉपर्टीज हैं। हम बचपन में क्लास 6-7 में अपने बुक से रट लिए थे कि हाँ इमेज का साइज ऑब्जेक्ट के साइज बराबर होता है, इमेज के डिस्टेंस ऑब्जेक्ट के डिस्टेंस बराबर होता है, इमेज वर्चुअल होता है। तो अगर मैं आपको प्रॉपर्टीज बोलने के लिए बोलूं तो ये आप इमीडिएटली बोल पाएंगे क्योंकि पहले से पढ़ चुके हो। और मैं क्या बोल रही हूँ, आप जो पढ़े हो उसको याद मत कीजिए, जो देख रहे हो उसके हिसाब से बोलिए, ठीक है? आप पेन का कैप जितना बड़ा दिखता है, इमेज कितना बड़ा दिखता है, उससे बड़ा है या छोटा है? जल्दी जल्दी बोलिए, नहीं तो फिर बहुत टाइम लगेगा। अच्छा, मैं सामने यहाँ पे पास रखी तो इमेज भी पास दिखा, मैं इमेज को दूर रखा, इमेज भी दूर रखा, मैं और थोड़ा दूर ले ली तो इमेज भी दूर चला गया। सो फिर इफ आई टेक अ स्केल एंड मेजर तो मुझे पता चलेगा कि जितना भी डिस्टेंस ऑब्जेक्ट मिरर से, इमेज भी उतना ही डिस्टेंस है। अगर ऑब्जेक्ट डिस्टेंस बढ़ रहा है तो इमेज डिस्टेंस बढ़ जाएगा, अगर ऑब्जेक्ट डिस्टेंस कम हो जाता है तो इमेज डिस्टेंस भी कम हो जाएगा। ये आप देख रहे हो पर बोल नहीं रहे हो, तो मैं आपके वजह से बोल देती हूँ, पर असल में मैं आप अगर बोलते तो बहुत अच्छी होती है, होता है। सो अभी ये सिंपल मिरर के बात बोले। अभी हम 2 मिरर लेके देखेंगे। अगर आप 2 मिरर लाए हो तो मुझे ऐसे करके रखना है। कैसे करोगे? इतना बड़ा तो कर नहीं पाओगे, तो सबसे बेस्ट है क्या, अगर आपके पास 2 मिरर है तो 2 मिरर के पीछे थोड़ा सा सेलो टेप लगा दोगे और एक मिरर को दूसरे मिरर के हिसाब से थोड़ा घुमा सकते हो। सो इट विल बी लाइक अ डोर हिंज। ये करके दिखाना है कि आप मिरर 2 लाए हो तो थोड़ा सा टेप डाल के उसको ऐसे इंक्लिनेशन बढ़ा सकते हो, कम कर सकते हो। ऐसे कर पाओगे क्या? हाँ कि नहीं?
Yes, ma'am.
क्या 2 मिनट्स क्विकली कर दो, क्विकली। जितना जल्दी करोगे उतना ज्यादा हम बात कर पाएंगे, उतना ज्यादा हम देख पाएंगे। अगर हो गया तो बताइए, फिर मैं शुरू करती हूँ। अब क्लास में पढ़ चुके हो कि रिफ्लेक्शन कैसे होता है, रिफ्लेक्टेड रेज कैसे जाता है, एंगल ऑफ इंसिडेंस, एंगल ऑफ रिफ्लेक्शन के बारे में पढ़े हो, नॉर्मल के बारे में पढ़े हो। वो सब हम नहीं बात करेंगे, हम कुछ करेंगे जो कुछ नया हम सीख पाए। ओके, आपके पास एक प्रोट्रैक्टर भी होगा। प्रोट्रैक्टर में सब एंगल्स मार्क किया हुआ होता है। एक वहां पे लाइन है और 0 से 180 डिग्रीज मेरे प्रोट्रैक्टर में मार्क किया हुआ है। मेरा प्रोट्रैक्टर डी शेप का है, ठीक है। आपका भी प्रोट्रैक्टर होगा। अगर आप मिरर ऐसे कर चुके हो तो प्रोट्रैक्टर के ऊपर रखिए और मुझे मिरर दोनों को 180 डिग्रीज रखिए। मीन्स both the mirrors should be exactly in the same line. Then the angle between the two mirrors will be equivalent to 180 degrees. आप कर दीजिए प्लीज। अगर आपके पास मिरर नहीं है तो मेरा काम देखिए, मेरा मिरर से देखिए। अगर आपके पास है तो आप करोगे तो आप एंजॉय करोगे और सीखोगे ज्यादा। ओके, हो गया। नाउ व्हाट इज द एंगल बिटवीन द टू मिरर्स? हाउ मच इज द एंगल? प्लीज आंसर।
180 मैडम।
ठीक है। अभी मैं एक मिरर में आपको ऑब्जेक्ट रख के दिखा रही थी, मैं वही सेम ऑब्जेक्ट फिर मिरर के सामने रखती हूँ। अभी कैसे इमेज मिल रहा है? सेम है कि डिफरेंट है?
सेम है मैम।
सेम है। मैं ये बीच में भी रख देती हूँ। सेम है कि डिफरेंट है?
सेम है मैम।
एग्जैक्टली सेम। तो अभी एक मिरर में जो प्रॉपर्टीज था इमेज का, अगर मैं दो मिरर को एक लाइन में रखूंगी तो उसके एंगल होगा 180 डिग्रीज। तब भी मैं जैसे भी इमेज मिला था पहले वैसे ही रहा है। और कितने इमेज मिल रहे हैं? एक ऑब्जेक्ट का कितने इमेज मिल रहे हैं? वन। एक ही इमेज, एक ऑब्जेक्ट का एक ही इमेज मिल रहा है कि नहीं? आप बोल रहे हो, वेरी गुड। ना अभी मैं क्या कर रही हूँ, मैं मिरर को, ऑब्जेक्ट को यहाँ पे रख के एक मिरर को हिला रही हूँ और आई एम चेंजिंग द एंगल between the two mirrors and I am watching what is happening. Tell me what is happening. Can you see?
Yes, ma'am.
Two images. ऐसे कम करती जाऊंगी, आप देखते रहिए और यहीं पे इसको ला देती हूँ। अभी 2 images। अभी क्या देख रहे हो?
3 images, ma'am.
3 images। हाँ, वेरी गुड। अभी क्या देख रहे हो? 4 images। अभी क्या देख रहे हो? अभी दिख नहीं रहा है क्योंकि एंगल बहुत कम हो गया है। आपको दिखेगा नहीं दिखेगा मुझे पता नहीं। एनीवे, पर आपको आइडिया आ गया है कि अगर मैं दो मिरर एक लाइन में रखती हूँ तो एक ऑब्जेक्ट का एक इमेज मिला। पर सेम ऑब्जेक्ट का अगर मैं एक मिरर को धीरे धीरे घुमा रही हूँ so that the angle between the two mirrors is the number of images, is it increasing or decreasing? क्या हो रहा है? दोबारा
70 डिग्री पे 7 इमेजेस बनती हैं।
70 डिग्रीज में 7 इमेजेस बनती है। ओके, आप डॉली बोल रहे हो?
यस मैम।
या ओके, वेरी गुड। यू जस्ट कीप वॉचिंग। तो अभी मैं पता चल गया है कि अगर मैं 2 ही मिरर लूंगी और इंक्लिनेशन कम करती जाऊंगी तो द नंबर ऑफ इमेजेस आर इंक्रीजिंग। इज इट बिकॉज ऑफ रिफ्लेक्शन और समथिंग एल्स? यस और नो? Is it because of reflection or something else? अभी मुझे 4 इमेज और एक ऑब्जेक्ट दिख रहा है। किस लिए हो रहा है? ऐसे क्यों हो रहा है?
कुछ तो रिफ्लेक्शन की वजह से हो रही है।
यस, मल्टीपल रिफ्लेक्शन हो रहा है। रिफ्लेक्शन और रिफ्लेक्शन, इस सारे इमेज हमें दिख रही है। उसके माने क्या होता है? ये ऑब्जेक्ट का लाइट यहाँ पे गिरा वहां से आके इसके ऊपर गिरा, फिर इसको आके फिर इसके ऊपर गिरा, फिर इसको यहाँ से जाके इसके ऊपर गिरा, तो उसको बोलते हैं मल्टीपल रिफ्लेक्शन. Therefore, when you keep two mirrors with an inclination, there is possibility of multiple reflection. Rays एक surface से दूसरा surface, वो दूसरे फिर फर्स्ट surface से जाके रिफ्लेक्ट हो रहे हैं, इसीलिए हमें इतने सारे इमेजेस दिख रहे हैं. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, so multiple reflection आपको समझ में आ गया कि this is what is multiple reflection. अभी मैं एक पर्टिकुलर ये क्वेश्चन पूछ रही हूँ. मैं अभी क्या किया, इस दोनों मिरर को 120 डिग्रीज में रख दी. ओके, आई हैव केप्ट इट एट 120 डिग्रीज. ये मिरर और ये मिरर के एंगल 120 डिग्रीज है, ठीक है. और यहाँ पे मैं एक ऑब्जेक्ट रखी. कितने सारे इमेज आपको दिख रहे हैं?
2, ma'am.
2 इमेजेस. एक ऑब्जेक्ट था, 2 इमेजेस दिख रहे हैं. एंगल क्या था? 120 डिग्रीज. यस और नो?
Yes, ma'am.
अगर ये ऑब्जेक्ट में निकाल दूं और सिर्फ प्रोट्रैक्टर रखूं, तो यहाँ 120 डिग्रीज मुझे दिख रहा है. पर आपका जो मैं प्रोट्रैक्टर ली थी, आप अभी प्रोट्रैक्टर देखिए और मुझे बताइए क्या डिफरेंस है. प्रोट्रैक्टर कैसे दिखता है आपको?
In a circle, ma'am.
It is looking like a circle. It's a full circle. But the protractor that I had taken, was it a full circle? No. It was a T.
No, ma'am.
No. So this full circle is because of reflection.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
तो अभी इतने एंगल यहाँ से यहाँ तक 120 डिग्रीज, ये एंगल में हम अगर ऑब्जेक्ट रखूंगी तो ऑब्जेक्ट 120 डिग्रीज के अंदर है, पर मुझे इमेजेस ये पूरा सर्कल के अंदर है. इसीलिए मैं बोल रही हूँ अ टिपिकल साइंस टेक्नोलॉजी, ऑब्जेक्ट स्पेस अगर 120 डिग्रीज, तो इमेज स्पेस एंड ऑब्जेक्ट स्पेस पुट टुगेदर is 160 degrees. आप हाँ बोलिए, नहीं तो नहीं बोलिए. True or not true?
True, ma'am.
True. So the object space was 120 degrees, but the object and the image space is equivalent to 360 degrees. और मुझे 120 degrees रखने के बाद अगर मैं इमेज काउंट करूं तो मुझे 2 ही इमेज दिख रहे हैं. ऑब्जेक्ट और इमेज मिला के 3 है. 2 plus 1 object is equivalent to 3. When I keep the angle at 120 degrees, the overall space occupied by the object and the image is 360 degrees. मैं सिर्फ जो हुआ है उसको एक बार फिर बता दी. अभी मुझे लगता है कि 120 रख के मैं थक गई. अभी मैं 90 एंगल रख के देखूंगी क्या हो रहा है. अगर मैं ऑब्जेक्ट अच्छा ठीक है, अगर मैं 90 डिग्रीज रख के एक ऑब्जेक्ट रख, कितने सारे इमेज दिखते हैं आप बोल पाएंगे?
3, ma'am.
3. Very good, extremely wonderful. Rajni, Divanshu, keep it up. So there are 3 images when I keep at the angle of 90 degrees. With the object, how many is it? Object plus image is equivalent to how much?
4, ma'am.
4. Okay, what is, now if I take the object out and look at the protractor, is it looking round?
Yes.
So the angle is very good. So the angle in the object space and the image space is always 360 degrees. जब भी मैं देखती हूँ प्रोट्रैक्टर को, प्रोट्रैक्टर फुल राउंड दिखता है 360 डिग्रीज. पर अभी मेरा ऑब्जेक्ट स्पेस में क्या एंगल है? 90 डिग्रीज. ठीक है, तो 360 degrees is the total object and image space. Object space alone has 90 degrees. Images did I see? 3. How many image plus object did I see?
4, ma'am.
अभी मैं आपको स्टॉप करके थिंक करने के लिए बोल रही हूँ. The total space is 360 degrees. The object space is 90 degrees. Totally we got 3 plus 1, 4 object plus image. Is there any connection between the numbers that I am saying? 360.
Each occupying same angle of 90 degrees.
Extremely wonderful. Extremely wonderful. Neha, I am extremely happy with the way you are answering. Each image space is equivalent to 90 degrees. So 90 plus 90 plus 90 plus 90 becomes equivalent to 360. And we have one object space which is 90. 3 other image spaces. 90 into 3 is 270 degrees. Or another way, like 360 divided by 90 is equivalent to 4. तो वो पूरा स्पेस 360 को 4 स्पेस में डिवाइड हो गया है. डिवाइडेड बाई 4 इज इक्वल टू 90 और डिवाइडेड बाई 90 इज इक्वल टू 4. एम आई राइट? हमें दिख रहा है? दिख रहा है? That is the connection now. 360 divided by 90 is equivalent to 4. What was 4? 4 was equivalent to number of images plus object. I'll go previous case. अच्छा, पहले इसको दिखा देते हैं. ये ऑब्जेक्ट को अगर मैं दोनों मिरर को टच करके रखूं तो क्या होता है आप देखिए. क्या हो गया? एक ज्योमेट्रिकल फिगर मुझे दिख रहा है. आपको भी दिख रहा है?
Here, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Very good. And this square, is it a four-sided quadrilateral?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. And of the 4 sides, 3 of them are images and 1 is an object. Totally it is 4. Am I right? Now, if I keep it at 120 degrees, I have not shown you this, so I am now showing it to you. If I keep it at 120 degrees, and if we keep the object together touching the 2 mirrors, look at the geometrical figure that I am getting.
Triangle, ma'am.
It is a triangle. How many sides does it have?
3.
So, and how many object images are there? 2. How many object plus image? Very good. I'm just enjoying the way you are answering. 2 image. How many image plus object is there?
3, ma'am.
3. Okay. Now can you see? Now you tell me the connection. Total space is 360. Object space alone is 120 degrees. And totally I got 3 things. 2 images plus 1. Is there any link between them?
Yes, ma'am. Each occupying 120.
Each occupying 120. So 360 divided by 3 is equal to 120. So 360 total space 3 भाग हो जाता है. Divided by 3 इसलिए बोल रही हूँ. एक भाग का value is 120 degrees. Please pardon me if I'm not telling proper words in Hindi. Please pardon me. Okay? समझ में आया आपको?
Yes, ma'am.
समझ में आया? So this factor 360 degrees divided by 120 is equal to 3 अभी, और 90 degrees जब रखा था 360 divided by 90 is equal to 4, वो एक जैसा है. ठीक है? तो अभी मैं वो और एक बार दिखा रही हूँ. मैं I want to keep it at 72 degrees. मुझे खड़े होके करना है, नहीं तो दिखता नहीं है. Okay, I have kept it at 72 degrees. ठीक है? Now I am keeping the object touching us. Tell me what sort of image are you seeing? This object is too big. I would like to keep a smaller thing. So I will keep an eraser. Okay. Can you see what sort of a pattern are you seeing? Very good, very good, excellent. I'm really glad. So there are 4 images plus 1 object, totally 5. And the angle over here that I have kept, how much is it?
72.
72. I will take out my object. Can you see the protractor? Is it still making 360 degrees?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
therefore,
Yes,
Therefore,
ma'am.
object space and image space is 360 degrees. Object space alone was 72 degrees. And I got a pentagon, 5-sided figure. Or I have 4 objects, 4 images plus 1 object, totally 5. What is the link between them?
72 angle. Theta.
Yes, tell me. 72 angle hai. So, what is the link between 360, 72 and 5?
360 degree by 72. 5.
Wonderful. So it is 360 degrees divided by 72 is equivalent to 5. And what is 5? What is 5? What that number 5, what was it telling?
Number of images plus number of objects.
Excellent. So it is number of objects plus image. Image was equivalent to 4. Object was equivalent to 1. So it was 4 plus 1. Now I want in a general way. I was keeping it in some angles, specific angles 120, 90, 72, and I was asking you. Suppose I say this angle is equivalent to theta. The total angle is equivalent to 320 degrees, it is not changing. But theta I was changing it. Therefore, theta is a variable, while 360 is a constant. Do you agree to me? What is a constant? What is a variable? Something that is changing is a variable. What is not changing is a constant. So 360 is a constant, while angle between the two mirrors was my variable. Let me call that variable quantity as theta. Then each time when theta was changing, the number of images was changing. But was the number of object changing? Every time we were getting 3 plus 1, 4 plus 1, 2 plus 1, 1 plus 1, like that we were talking. So the number of object is again a constant, but number of image is a variable. Let me call that variable as, whenever there is a variable in science, we will always realize that whenever there is a variable, we give it an algebraic term or a symbolic term and the property. So here also I want you to do the same thing. Let my theta be the angle between the two mirrors and n be the number of images. Can you now tell me what will be the relation between theta and n? Some of you, one of you, many of you. What is the relation between theta and n?
360 divided by theta equals to n.
Very good. 360 divided by theta equal to n plus 1. N is the number of images, 1 is the number of object, 360 is the total space, theta is the object space. And 360 divided by theta is equal to n plus 1. Have you seen this expression somewhere before?
Plus.
Where in plus 2? In plus 2 you had studied that the angle of inclination between two mirrors, if it is theta, the number of images n is equivalent to 360 divided by theta minus 1. Isn't this the same? Yes? 1 को इस तरफ बाएं तरफ ले लूं तो -1 हो जाएगा. अगर दाएं तरफ रखूं इक्वेशन में तो +1 होगा. Isn't it the same equation?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So when you were studying in plus 2, you had learned this formula by heart and then you were applying it. Now what did you do? You did some activities and you came to this formula. Who gave the formula to me? Who gave me the formula? One of you. Just now I saw, what was your name? Ambika, no. Somebody else told. Who told me the answer first? Tell me your name. Who told me 360 divided by theta is equal to n plus 1? Neha, that's it. I saw her name but I forgot. Anyway, Neha. So hearty congratulations to Neha. Can we give her a clap first? Or no? So absolutely wonderful way. Now since Neha gave me this expression, is Neha the scientist of this activity? Do you agree to that? Yes, because she has told us, we did a few little activities, small activity. You might think that it is a very simple activity and therefore feel that it is child's play. I will build it up slowly, so don't worry. It will go up to MSc, BSc level in a few minutes. But just remember that Neha and the whole class who is now present did a little activity. From that activity, they gave the formula that 360 divided by theta is equivalent to n plus 1. And I'm saying it is perfect. It is absolutely wonderful because I know my old studies, my old textbook, everything was telling me the same thing. Now I have been able to do the same thing and come out with a formula applicable for this particular science activity. Now, once you have found out the formula, you have to test it and you have to see whether it is applicable for all cases or not, or is there any exceptions. Otherwise, the formula cannot be known as a general formula. The moment I say this is a general formula, I should be able to apply it to many other situations and check it whether it is okay or not. So to do that, I'm just asking you, if I keep this angle at 45 degrees, so what will theta be equivalent to? 45 degrees. If I keep this angle between the two mirrors at 45 degrees, how many images? I'm not keeping the object, I'm just asking you, use the general relation and tell me, how many images should I see? Yes? Again, we have 7. Yes. Now, can we check it? So, I'm just keeping it at 45 degrees. I want to check and keep properly. It is 45 degrees. I'm keeping an object over here. Count the number of. Can you see it? It's maybe that formula cut, all three of them. Formula was correct, Neha was correct, Preeti was correct, and the whole class was correct. Because I'm using the general formula, I guessed it would be 70. I'm sorry, 7, not 70. And I kept the object and I'm showing that yes, it is 7. Okay? So it's a wonderful expression. The equation is coming to life because it is giving me the result that I'm assuming it. Now let me just guess again. Shall I keep it at 30 degrees? Okay, I want to keep it at 30 degrees. How many images should I get? Anyone
8,
other
ma'am.
than Preeti?
8.
Yes, Vanshu.
Ma'am.
Yes, how many? How much? How many?
8, ma'am.
No.
Eight, ma'am.
If I keep 1 minute. Number of images I told. Somebody still.
7.
How many? 11. You're forgetting. One of them is an object. Number of images I'm asking. Okay. So it is 360 divided by 30 is 12. Minus 1 will give me 11. Therefore, there are 11 images. If I ask you object plus image, then you will say 12. Then if you say 12, you are correct. But if I'm asking you only the images, you should do minus 1 because one of them is an object. And therefore, you should get 11 images. Very good. I'm extremely happy that you are thinking and you are giving an answer. Again, I don't want to show it because 30 degrees is very small. You will get too many images, difficult to show you. So I don't want to show, but you will get it. I know I have done it 100 times. So I'm sure that you will get it. I've kept it at 30 degrees. Counting will be difficult. If you can count, you count, or if you have your material, you can count. Counting now will be difficult because the angle is very small. But I can see there are 11. Can you see? Rotate. How many images are there? Yes. Okay. So what you are saying is correct. So is the formula that you told is a general formula applicable for many cases? Once more I will try. You told me for 45 degrees, you told me for 30. Now I'm asking you another question. Suppose I keep the two mirrors at 0 degrees. What will happen to the number of images?
Infinity, ma'am.
Infinity, keep it up, infinity, because 360 divided by 0 will give you infinity. Infinity minus 1 is also infinity. Infinity minus 10 is also infinite. So you will get infinite images. Have you ever seen this before? Let me now talk to you. Yes, have you ever seen this before?
No, ma'am.
When you go to the barber shop to get your hair cut. When you sit on the chair, you will find that most of the barbers will have two mirrors on opposite walls. If the two walls are parallel to each other, what is the angle between the two mirrors? If the two mirrors are parallel to each other, zero, very good, Preeti again, zero. If I keep it like this, I'm showing it to you. If I keep it like this, what is the angle between them? Yeah, I'm keeping it parallel. What is the angle between them? 0 degrees?
Yes,
We
ma'am.
just
Zero.
now told. And you will find that there are infinite images. Have you seen in the barber shop when you go for a haircut? If you look this side,
Yes,
there is a
ma'am.
mirror, you will see yourself so many times. If I look this side and there is a mirror over here, I will see so many of my face. That is showing you that the number of images are infinite really, because they are so many large number of images, I can't count them. It is not possible for me to count them. The thing is, the intensity will become slowly less. When it becomes too less, I will not be able to see, my eyes will not be able to capture the image. Therefore, I might say that, okay, there are 20 images or 30 images, but really, if the intensity was large enough, you wouldn't have been able to count. So, is this formula applicable for 0 degrees also?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, very good. Yeah, I'm not doing this parallel, but this is a beautiful thing. Take two mirrors, keep it parallel to each other, and keep an object between that. Okay, and then look through it in one direction. I can see a large number of pink pieces on this side. I can also see, I can't see because this mirror is too small. I want a little bigger mirror. I will keep a bigger mirror. If I keep this mirror, oh re baapre, are baapre. I can't count 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8. After that, I can't see. So there are really large number of images. This I will not be able to show you because it's a very tricky. How do I show you? I don't know. But you should do it yourself and see. Check for yourself. Okay, you can't see because this is coming on the way. Are you getting it? Have you seen it? If you go to a parlor's thing for your haircut or your facial or putting something, they will make you sit in front of two mirrors which are opposite each other, having an angle equivalent to 0, and that is why you see yourself so many times. Okay, so therefore, your formula 360 divided by theta is equivalent to n plus 1 is absolutely perfect. And I'm happy that the class gave me the formula. The textbook did not give me. And therefore, I regard this class to be a good science teaching class or a science learning class. Okay, now I will do something else. Since you are telling me that when the angle was decreasing, n was increasing. You told me when I'm decreasing the angle, the number of images is increasing. I showed you. I did this slowly. I was decreasing it. The number of images were increasing, becoming more and more. So if I want to find out what is the relation between theta and n alone, then what would be the relation?
Ma'am,
Can you tell me x 1? It is inversely proportional. N and theta. How can I proportional? Pardon? Theta is equivalent to 1 over n. Very good. Keep it up. Excellent. So that is a fantastic answer. So n and theta are related. N is inversely proportional to 1 by theta, or theta is inversely proportional to 1 by n. Both are the same thing. I can write either way. N is proportional by theta, I can write, or theta is proportional to 1 by n. I prefer writing it as n is proportional to 1 by theta. Now you have a graph paper. Do you have a graph paper?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes,
Why
ma'am.
do we draw graph? What does it give us? What we draw graph? When you go to a science lab, your teacher is asking you draw a graph of this, do a graph of this. Does it have any meaning? So let's see whether it is having any meaning or not. If you have a paper, please write for 180 degrees, you got one image. So write one column theta, another column n. Will you please write it quickly? For theta in degrees, n you got 1. Number of image you got 1. For theta equal to 120 degrees, how many image did you get? Quickly?
2,
2. For theta equal to 90 degree, how many images did you get?
3, ma'am.
Please write. For 72 degrees, how many images did you get?
5, ma'am.
4,
4. 5 was the total, 4 was the number of images. 60 degrees, how many image will you get?
10, ma'am. Oh, 5, ma'am. It's 5.
5. Very good. 5. Very good. And then we did 45 degrees. How many image did we get?
7.
45 degrees. 7. Very good. For 30 degrees, how many image we got?
11, ma'am.
11. Enough. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 points. So I want you to plot a graph. Okay. Now, what do I want you to plot a graph? You told me theta are inversely proportional. Okay. Therefore, let me plot a graph n in the y-axis and 1 by theta on the x-axis. On your graph paper, start your origin not at the corner but a little up. Leave 1 centimeter or 2 centimeters and start the origin slightly above. And then write y-axis n and x-axis 1 by theta. Okay, right? Can you plot? Now, I'm purposely making this theta, which was in degrees, to radians. Purposely. I will explain to you why. So if I want to convert 180 degrees to radians, how much will it be? Quickly. 180 degrees is how many radians? I'm sure you are aware it is pi radians. Yeah, 80 how many radians?
5.
5.
Now, in writing pi, I purposely want to write it as 2 pi by 2 because 360 is 2 pi. So I want to write it as 2 pi by 2. Will it be
No,
wrong?
ma'am.
No, I wrote theta as 2 pi by 2. For 120 degrees rated, it is 2 pi by 3. I am telling it to you quickly. It is 2 pi by 3. Okay? And for 90 degrees, what is the thing? It is in radians. Quickly. It is 2 pi by 4. Very good, Divanshu. Excellent. It is 2 pi by 4. For 72 degrees, how much is it in radians?
2 pi by 5, ma'am.
Very good. 60 degrees, how much is it?
2 pi by 6, ma'am.
2 pi by 6.
Excellent. Now you must just look at the numbers. When I got one object plus one image, it was 2. So 180 degrees was 2 pi by 2. For 120 degrees, I got 2 images plus one object, which is 3. And radians, it is 2 pi by 3. For 90 degree images plus 1, which is 4. And theta is equivalent to 2 pi by 4 in radians. Can you see that? Maja say it is coming close to each other. And 45 degrees, it is equivalent to how many radians? Quickly?
7.
8.
7.
Object
2 pi by 7.
object plus image. It is 2 pi by 8. 30 degrees, what is the radian?
2 pi by 11.
12. 12. Object plus image. Okay. It is 2 pi by 12. Now again I am repeating. I think you didn't get it. For 180 degrees is 2 pi by 2. the number of object plus image is equivalent to 2. For 120 degrees, it is 2 pi by 3. Number of object plus image is equivalent to 3. 90 degrees, it is 2 pi by 4. Number of image plus object is equivalent to 4. 72 degrees, it is 2 pi by 5. Number of image plus object is equivalent to 5, and so on. Okay, so now I have written the angles in radians, and the angles are 2 pi by 2, 2 pi by 3, 2 pi by 4, 2 pi by 5, 2 pi by 6, 2 pi by 8, and 2 pi by 12. I want you to write 1 by theta. Can you write it now quickly? 1 by theta. Just write ulta. Instead of 2 pi by 2, you will write 2 by 2 pi, 3 by 2 pi, 4 by 2 pi, 5 by 2 pi, 6 by 2 pi, 8 by 2 pi, 12. Please do it. I want you to act, do it quickly, and then answer. I am not telling anything. I am not teaching you. I am seeing that you are learning by yourself, and that is my purpose. I want you to learn by yourself. So I am simply giving you some guidelines. You are doing the work by yourself, and I am extremely happy with you. So now you have written 1 by theta in radians and n as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 11. All of you have written it? Yes, no, please.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now take your graph paper. Take your graph paper. Y-axis write n, and x-axis write 1 by theta, and you write it in radians, which is 2 by 2 pi, 3 by 2 pi, 4 by 2 pi, 5 by 2 pi, 6 by 2 pi. Proper axis you take 1 centimeter. And will you please write it quickly? Quickly. Y-axis write 1, 2, 3, 4 up to 12. And x-axis you write 1 by 2 pi, 2 by 2 pi, 3 by 2 pi, like that up to 12 by 2 pi. Same equal axis scale you can take. You may take different scale also, it doesn't matter. Doing it? Unfortunately, we can't see each other. That is we can only see our faces. We can't see what you are doing. So I hope in my point and you are doing it yourself. Yes? Have you done?
Yes.
Yes, please. Now you plot all these points. What are the points? For 1, n is equivalent to 1, theta is equivalent to 2 by 2 pi. Plot a point. For n is equivalent to 2, theta, I'm sorry, 1 by theta is equivalent to 3 by 2 pi. Plot a point. For n is equivalent to 3, 1 by theta is 4 by 2 pi. Plot a point. Is equivalent to 4, 1 by theta is 5 by 2 pi. For n is equivalent to 7, 1 by theta is 8 by 2 pi. For n is equivalent to 11, 1 by theta is equivalent to 12 by 2 pi. Enough points. Now join this point and tell me what sort of a graph it is. Poonam, I think your children, some close children are making noise. Just request them to sit with you. Yeah. Okay, now have you plotted the points in the graph? What sort of a graph is it?
Yes, ma'am.
Straight line.
It is a
Straight
straight
line,
line.
ma'am.
Rupinder is telling me it is a straight line. Very good. It is indeed a straight line. Now, since it is a straight line, what is the equation of a straight line?
Y is equal to mx plus c.
Very good. Very good. The equation of a straight line is y is equal to mx plus c. What is m?
Slope.
Slope. Please find out the slope. From your graph, please find out the slope. Easy, because it is just numbers. Quickly you can tell what is the slope. Somebody?
2 pi.
Give her a hand. Wonderful, wonderful. It is indeed 2 pi. Again, anybody else wants to try? Quickly. Smart children, super smart children. Yes, one more girl. Slope is question mark.
2 pi.
Pi. Very good. Nikita also is telling 2 pi. So slope is equal to 2 pi. In the equation C, what does C mean?
Intercept.
Y intercept,
Intercept, ma'am.
Y intercept or X intercept?
2.
It is intercept. Okay. Now please find out the Y intercept. That means draw the straight line. Let it cut your Y axis. Where it is cutting the Y axis, tell me that number. That is your C value. So please find out C quickly. Yes, please tell me. Can you see my graph? Is it visible?
No, ma'am.
No. I want to share this graph. How will I do it? Yeah, I think this is, no, how am I doing it? 1 second. I want to share it. One minute. Is it visible now? No. No, I am getting a share. No, I got the share button, but my Excel sheet I can't open. Okay. I opened. Then I should share. Something is happening. Okay, share. Okay. I think it is coming. You are presenting to everyone, but what? It's not coming. What happened? I'm not getting the. There is some problem with my. Let's open. But is it clear? Is it visible? It is visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Fine. So what I was telling you is, I wanted you to plot your graph. N is equivalent to, I have written in the D column, if you can see me, up to 11 I have written, and 1 by theta I have written 2 by 2 pi, 3 by 2 pi, etc., etc. And then I have plotted in the y-axis. Can you see N and 1 by? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
I am getting a straight line, and from here I am getting slope is equivalent to 360 degrees or 2 pi radians. Either way, 360 degrees and 2 pi radians, are they the same value? And what is my intercept?
0.
No. Look at my graph. What is my intercept? It is not 0. It is -1. -1.
Minus 1. Minus 1.
Yeah, I want you to also tell me the same thing. So that is why I'm very keen to get you the thing. What is intercept? How much is your intercept? What is your intercept?
Minus
Nobody's
1,
answering.
ma'am.
Yes, it is -1.
Minus 1.
So now you have a slope which is 2 pi radians, and you have an intercept which is -1. Substitute these values into your equation. Y is equivalent to mx plus c, m is 2 pi, c is equivalent to -1. What was your y? On the y-axis, what did you plot?
Ma'am, 2 pi minus 1.
No. Y-axis, what did you plot? आप y-axis में क्या प्लॉट किए थे?
N, ma'am.
N. तो y के बदले आप n लिख लीजिए, और x के एक्सिस में क्या प्लॉट किए थे?
1 by theta.
1 by theta.
So instead of x, you write 1 by theta. Then you will get one equation. What is that equation?
N is equals to
N is
2 pi
equal to
upon
2 pi
theta
minus
minus
Beautiful. So your equation is n is equivalent to 2 pi by theta minus 1. 2 pi radians, अगर आप डिग्रीज में लिखना चाहोगे तो क्या होगा? n is equivalent to 360 divided by theta minus 1. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So in degrees में लिखोगे तो n is equivalent to 360 divided by theta minus 1. आप पहले मुझे एक इक्वेशन बोले थे, अभी आपका और दूसरा एक इक्वेशन आया है, वो दोनों एक ही है कि अलग अलग है?
एक ही हम
एक ही है. तो ये क्या है? आपको ग्राफ से इक्वेशन बिटवीन द एंगल बिटवीन द टू मिरर्स एंड नंबर ऑफ इमेजेस आपको ग्राफ से मिल गया, मिला कि नहीं?
यस मैम.
तो इसलिए ड्रॉ करते हैं. ग्राफ ड्रॉ करने से क्या फायदा है आपको पता चल रहा है कि आपको सिर्फ एक्सपेरिमेंट किए, एक्सपेरिमेंट में आपको नंबर ऑफ इमेजेस कुछ मिला, एंगल कुछ मिला, वो आप लिख के आप कन्वीनियंटली ये कर चुके हो, करो, दैट इज फॉर कन्वीनियंस, और एक प्लॉट ग्राफ कर दिए. ग्राफ करने के बाद आपको पता चला कि ये स्ट्रेट लाइन है, इसीलिए स्ट्रेट लाइन ड्रॉ कर दिए. स्ट्रेट लाइन होने के बाद आपको इक्वेशन ऑफ अ स्ट्रेट लाइन पता है, y इज इक्वल टू mx प्लस c. तो इसीलिए आप स्लोप निकाले, इंटरसेप्ट निकाले, y कितना था, x कितना था, अगर पता है तो आप सब्स्टिट्यूट कर दिए, आपको आराम से इक्वेशन मिल गया. तो जो इक्वेशन आप किताब से बने बाय हार्ट के, वो जरूरी नहीं है. आप एक्टिविटीज करके आपका वैल्यूज क्या क्या है उसको अगर आप कन्वीनियंटली प्लॉट करोगे, नहीं तो थोड़ा थिंक करोगे और उसको रिलेट करना चाहोगे, तो आपको ही पता चल जाएगा कि यह रिलेशन क्या है. व्हाट इज द करस्पॉन्डिंग फॉर्मूला अंडर दिस सिचुएशन. And I'm happy that you are able to do it and tell me that yes, this is my equation. Did you get my point? Okay, I don't have to show my graph. You have done it yourself. And you've done it. So that is the best part of this. Okay, you are able to. Now I should stop presenting. Then I will be okay. So did you get the feel of it? What exactly it means to do a science activity and to be able to prepare yourself to give the corresponding conclusions or inferences which is applicable elsewhere, which will also be applicable elsewhere. Now I want you to think a little beyond. अभी हम जो आपको लगता है कि ये छोटे बच्चों का खेल है, हम पीयूसी में कर चुके हैं, अभी भी कर चुके हैं, अभी कर दिए, फाइन ना। उसके बाद और क्या कर सकते हैं, मैं आई एम गिविंग यू अ क्लू ना। आप जो रूम में बैठे हो उस रूम में कुछ कोने हैं जहां पे दो वॉल और सीलिंग ज्वाइन किया हुआ हो, एक कॉर्नर आपको दिखता है। Okay, two walls are meeting. That corner, are you able to see?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, since you are able to see, you look at that corner. Can you tell me what is the angle at that corner?
90.
90, ma'am.
90, ma'am.
With respect
थोड़ा 5 सेकंड के लिए
ma'am, which chapter?
सोचना पड़ेगा। Pardon?
Which chapter we have taken? Which chapter?
No, I'm saying that you watch a corner in your room wherever you are sitting. You have one wall, another wall, and a ceiling connected at one point, and that corner is made by the ceiling and two walls of your room. In that corner, what is the angle at that corner? Can you look at it and tell me what is the angle at that corner? Some of them were telling 90 degrees. I am not answering anything, yes or no. I want others also to give me an answer.
Ma'am, but between what?
Very good. So now you have realized angle between what? The angle between the two walls and the ceiling in the corner. The angle between the two walls and the ceiling, which is in that corner, at that corner. A point where the walls and the ceiling are meeting, that corner, what is the angle? थोड़ा जल्दी करेंगे ना तो फिर टाइम हो जाएगा। ओके, ये आप बोल नहीं पा रहे हो क्योंकि ये दिस इज नॉट 90 डिग्रीज, इट इज नॉट इन अ प्लेन, वो 3 डिमेंशनल एंगल है। ये सब 3 डिमेंशनल एंगल है, तो आप प्रोट्रैक्टर लेके उसको मेजर नहीं कर सकते हो। जब आप 90 डिग्रीज बोले, 90 डिग्रीज इज the angle between wall and another wall, angle between one wall and one ceiling, then it is 90 degrees. That angle is between two lines and that is in a one plane. But what I am asking is the angle at the corner. That is a 3-dimensional angle and therefore you cannot measure it with a protractor. It's not possible. ठीक है? This angle is known as solid angle. आप सुना हो कभी solid angle कुछ है करके? Yes, very much. So this is called a solid angle. Solid angle कितना है? आप अगर थोड़ा ध्यान से सुनोगे, सोचोगे तो पता चल जाएगा, पर अगर नहीं कर पा रहे हो, look at the model that I am showing you now. Okay, I will show you a model and then we will understand what is that solid angle better. तो अभी मैं क्या कर रही हूँ, कुछ चीज मैं हाथ में पकड़ी हूं। What is this? What is this? Please tell me. What is the shape of this? Let me make it more clear. Okay, what is the shape of this? It is sphere. Round नहीं बोलो, sphere. Okay, it is a sphere. ठीक है? Now, solid angle is a 3-dimensional angle. I told you the solid angle at the center of a sphere is how much? This is the angle at the center of the sphere. Okay, this whole angle, the surface is making an angle at the center of the sphere, that is known as the solid angle. Solid angle of a sphere is equivalent to, how do I define solid angle? आपको अगर पता होगा, it is the surface area divided by square of the radius. अगर मेरा स्फीयर का रेट है तो सरफेस एरिया कितना होगा?
2 pi r.
अगर मेरा 2 पाई और 4 पाई, surface
4
area.
pi, ma'am.
4 pi r square. So 4 pi r square surface area को अगर हम r square से divide करेंगे तो जितना मिलेगा वो है solid angle in stir radians. So if the surface area is 4 pi r squared, radius is r, so divided by r squared, I will get 4 pi. Therefore, this angle at the center of this is equivalent to 4 pi stir radians. उसका यूनिट होता है स्टर रेडियंस. हम पढ़े हैं कि नहीं पढ़े हैं? डायमेंशंस जब कर रहे थे तो रेडियंस इज द एंगल ऑफ प्लेन एंड सॉलिड एंगल इज मेजर्ड इन स्टर रेडियंस. हमें पढ़ाया गया है. अगर याद नहीं है तो याद करवा, अपने आप को याद करवा दीजिए कि द एंगल सॉलिड एंगल इज मेजर्ड इन स्टर रेडियंस. So the angle at the center of the sphere is equivalent to 4 pi stir radians. That means this angle, this whole surface is projecting an angle at the center of the sphere which is equivalent to 4 pi stir radians. In fact, कोई भी point लो, the solid angle at that point is equivalent to 4 pi stir radians. कोई भी point लो in a plane, the angle in that plane is equivalent to 360 degrees or 2 pi radians. Similarly, at any point, what is the solid angle? The solid angle is equivalent to 4 pi stir radians. समझा?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Okay, very good. Now, अगर मैं इस sphere को दो भाग में निकाल दूं, I will divide it into 2 equal halves. So, इसको 2 हाफ में निकाल दिया. तो क्या हुआ? यहाँ पे जो सेंटर था is making this angle. I am asking you what is this angle. तो ये एंगल कितना होगा? ये एंगल एट द सेंटर कितना होगा? टोटल एंगल वाज 4 pi star radians. So ये कितना होगा?
2 pi.
4 pi by 2 star radians. 2 pi star radians. 4 pi divided by 2. मैं convenience के लिए I don't want to divide it. I want to tell it as 4 pi by 2 star radians. मुझे कुछ रीजन है, इसीलिए मैं बोल रही हूँ instead of calling it as 2 pi star radians, let me call it as 4 pi by 2 star radians. Will I be wrong? Will I be wrong?
No, ma'am.
No. It is another way of calling it. Okay, so the solid angle at this end on this surface is equivalent to 4 pi by 2 star radians. अगर मैं ये आधा स्फीयर को फिर आधा कर दूं, पूरा का फिर 2 भाग कर दूं, तो क्या होगा? देखिए, ये है ओके, द एंगल एट दिस सेंटर ओवर दिस होल स्पेस वाज 4 pi by 2 star radians. मैं इसको 2 भाग में निकाल दिया, तो कितना बचा? This angle is making this much. This is the solid. Is this solid angle? At this point, this solid angle is equivalent to how much? Yes? Pi और 4 pi by 4. ठीक है? 4 pi by 4. ये था 4 pi by 2. यहाँ पे था 4 pi by 2 और ये हो गया 4 pi by 4. ठीक है? फिर मैं इसको 2 भाग में निकाल दूंगी. So instead of having a whole piece, I will now divide it into what is the angle at this point? It is this angle. It is pi by 2 और 4 pi by 8. मैं 4 pi by 8 बोलना चाहती हूँ. So I will say the angle is equivalent to 4 pi by 8. Yes. Now इसको अगर मैं आधा कर दूं फिर, तो फिर इस पीस को मैं फिर आधा कर दूं, तो फिर इसको 2 आधा कर दिया, तो what is the angle at this point over here? This is
4 pi by 16.
Okay, so now I showed you, अगर मैं एक स्फीयर लूं और स्फीयर को थोड़ा थोड़ा छोटा छोटा करती जाऊं, तो उसका सॉलिड एंगल कितना हो सकता है? And we realize that the sphere is equivalent to 4 pi star radians. Half a sphere angle is equivalent to 4 pi by 2. Quarter of a sphere is 4 pi by 4. 1/8 of a sphere is 4 pi by 8. 1/16 of a sphere is 4 pi by 16. Yes or no? Now you've understood the solid angle? Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Now I will show you this first. ये वाला मेरा एक वॉल है, यहाँ पे और एक वॉल है, यहाँ पे एक सीलिंग है. मैं वो सीलिंग, वॉल और सब कुछ मिरर में बनाई हूँ. अगर ये वाला पीस जिसका एंगल वी सेट 4 पाई बाई 8 उसको बिठाना चाहूंगी. Is it sitting in the corner very nicely? Yes. So what is it? अभी समझ में आया? तो what is this angle now? Can you tell me? This we know.
4 pi by 8.
Very good. Very good. It is 4 pi by 8. Understood now? So the angle is equivalent to 4 pi by 8. Now, instead of telling you what the angle is, I will show you this with mirrors. Then you will realize how exactly you can tell me the angles easily. This was 4 pi by 2. Correct? This angle was 4 pi by 2. If I take and keep it flushed with that surface and look at the image that is formed, can you see how many images are you getting? How many images? One. This object is equivalent to how much?
1.
2.
2. And what was this angle? Solid angle with this much was how much? 4 pi by 2.
4 pi by 2.
And we got over here one object and one image. Look at the object. The object is half a sphere. Okay. But when I keep it on the mirror, what sort of a shape is it looking? Can you see? Can you see? Is it a full
Yes, ma'am.
So the object space and the image space put together is equivalent to 4 pi star radians. But the object space alone is equivalent to 4 star radians. Right? And how many object plus image did we get?
2.
Okay. Now we'll go ahead. This angle was equivalent to 4 pi by 4. At this point, this angle was equivalent to 4 pi by 4 star radians. मैं यहाँ पे एक मिरर रखूंगी पूरा फ्लश करके, यहाँ पे भी और एक मिरर रखूंगी पूरा फ्लश करके. Okay. Now this image, is it a full sphere? Is it a full sphere? Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So the total space is equivalent to 4 pi star radians. No doubt about it. But this and how many images and this angle was equivalent to 4 pi by 4. That I have also told you. Now how many images are you seeing and object you are seeing? How many images are you seeing? Okay. To see,
2, ma'am.
I will show you like this. How many images are you seeing? The same thing, I'm showing you images now. How many images are you seeing?
3, ma'am.
3 plus 1, object and image put together is 3 plus 1, 4. So this angle, so this solid angle is how much? 4 pi by 4, because this was exactly matching. So it is 4 pi by 4. Yes? So 4 pi is the total space. Angle between the two mirrors was equivalent to 4 pi by 4. Number of images and object that we got was equivalent to 4. 3 plus 1, 4. Okay? So what is the relation? Relation between 4 pi by 4 and 4. What is the relation? Four pi divided by 4 pi by 4 will become equivalent to 4. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So you're getting scared to answer. Okay. Now I told you that this angle is equivalent to 4 pi by 8. We just now saw it is equivalent to 4 pi by 8. Again, I'm keeping it with all the mirrors flushed. And you told, can you see the total sphere? Can you see the, yes?
Yes, ma'am.
And how many images are there? Can you count and tell? Counting is little difficult because it is opaque. I will keep another object like this and ask you to count. Count how many images. How many images are you getting? if you have three mirrors, then you can do it yourself and see. How I'm doing, you see, I'm taking this object, exactly flush two mirrors. Third mirror, I'm keeping it below that. You don't have to make the mirrors the way I have made it. You can play with it and can you see? Can you see? The number of images also you can see. Or if you can't see which is an opaque thing, I will give you some space and you can see and count. If I bend it, it will fall off. So that's why you can do it yourself. Okay. So I have done it over here. I would prefer to show it to you over here. How many images are there? Can anybody count and tell me?
7.
Excellent. Wonderful. Shamli, excellent. Keep it up. Well done. Well done. So there are 7 images. 7 images plus 1 is equal to 8. What was the angle? 4 pi by 8. The solid angle is 4 pi by 8. You get 8 object and image. If the solid angle is 4 pi by 4, you get 4 object and image. If the solid angle is 4 pi by 2, you get 2 object and image. If the solid angle is 4 pi by 10, how many objects and images will you get?
9 plus 1.
9 plus 1. Ria, extremely wonderful. 9 plus 1. Object plus image. If your solid angle is 4 pi by 12, how many object and image will you get?
11 plus 1.
11 plus
11
1.
plus 1.
Wonderful, wonderful. If your solid angle is 4 pi by 6, what is the number of images plus object?
5 plus
1.
1.
If the solid angle is, what is the object plus image?
4 plus 1, ma'am.
4 plus 1.
So you have got the idea. You have got the idea. See, I do not have any measuring device to measure this angle. I don't know. I can't do it. How can I do it? Simply, I will take the object, put it over here, count the number of images. If I get number of images is 7 plus 1 object 8, I know that the solid angle has to be 4 pi by 8. Understood? Did you get my point? So now I have another material which know the solid angle. I have this, I have made it off with different mirrors connected together, 4 mirrors, but I do not know the solid angle. So how do you think I can find out the solid angle? I don't have an instrument. Therefore, I don't know what is the solid angle. This is my mirror. Now, how will I find out the solid angle? Can anybody suggest? Suggest, please.
मैम 4 pi plus 1 हो जाएगा.
Yes, very good, Shamli. So what I'm doing is, I will take this object, okay? I will keep it on top of it, and I will count. Now I'm trying to count how many images I have. Unfortunately, I will not be able to show you because it's a little clumsy. I can't. Yeah, can you count the number of images? You can't because I'm holding it. Number of images. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I have got totally 12. 11 plus 1 object and 11 images. So what is the solid angle over here? When I'm showing you this, what is the solid angle over here? Can anybody answer?
4 pi by 12.
Yeah, 12. So now I have told you
4 pi by.
that if you do not know the solid angle or if you do not know the planar angle, how can you find it out? I'm now repeating it. I have kept these 2 mirrors at some angle, okay? Or I have 2 lines over here with some angle. I do not know how much it is. So I want to find out what is this angle, okay? So what will I do? I will just keep the number object over here and see How many images? I'm getting 5 images. 4 plus 1, not 5. 4 plus 1, totally 5. 4 images plus 1 object, 5. So since I'm getting 5, what is this angle supposed to be? Can you see? What is this angle should be?
121.
Pardon? No. I'm getting in this plane mirror, 2 plane mirrors I've kept it. I'm finding out the angle between the 2 plane mirrors, which is planar angle. I'm getting 5 images. So what is the angle between the 2 mirrors? 4 plus 1? 2 pi by 5. That's it. Wonderful. Keep it up. 2 pi by 5. Similarly, I want to find out what is the solid angle over here. I don't know. Please look over here. I have a corner over here. I don't know. Solid angle means this whole angle. Okay. This space. The solid angle at this point. I don't know what is the solid angle. How will I find out? I just keep an object, not image. Okay. Then I will count the number of images. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 on top and 7 below. I'm getting 7 on top, and because there is a mirror over 7 below. Can you see this? You can see 1 over here, 1 over here, 1 over here, 1 over here. 7 plus 7, 14. So what? 14. 14 is the number of images plus the object. So what is this angle? Solid angle.
4 pi by 14.
Excellent. Now I am glad that you have understood. So can you measure solid angles and planar angles just by making images of an object by putting some mirrors over there? Yes, no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, it is that easy.
Yes, ma'am.
Now I'm asking you the last question. What is the relation? Suppose I call this angle, now listen to me carefully. Suppose I call this angle as phi. I want to call it as some general expression phi. And the number of images that I get is, I call it as n. What is the relation between phi and n for solid angles? I want somebody to tell me.
Inversely proportional.
Yes, it is inversely proportional. Very good.
Directly proportional, ma'am.
No, it is inversely proportional. But I want you to tell me a relation between phi, 4 pi, n, etc., etc.
4 pi by 5 is equal to n plus 1.
Beautiful. Ria, great. I am really very extremely happy with your performance. You told me the equal planar angle relation. You said it is 2 pi by theta is equivalent to n plus 1. Now for a solid angle, you are saying it is 4 pi by phi is equivalent to n plus 1. And both of them are perfectly correct. Did you realize that a planar angle and the solid angle, there is some similarity between them, some differences, and you have identified what are the similarities? You have also come with an equation where you would not see it anywhere in your textbook. You do not know how to find out solid angle with multiple reflection, but now you are telling me that this is the relation, and the relation is 4 pi by phi is equal to n plus 1. Yes. So this is a wonderful revelation for the entire class, that you are able to write the formula by yourself without any help from anybody. So you have really understood what is happening from this activities. Yes, and I'm extremely happy. Ria, all of you, I mean, most of you were answering. So congratulations to all of you. Now I will keep the thing open. If you want to ask me any question, please ask. And I know you should be asking something. Please ask. You can use the formula and find out, calculate in your mind, or you can actually do it and then show that this is your formula. Both the ways I have shown you how it is and what it is. So now you will tell me, or if you have any questions in your mind, please do ask. Did you like the problem, or was it too simple? Yes. Tell me. What's happening? Okay, do you have any questions? Do you have any questions?
Yeah.
Yes?
Hello, student, you can ask question now, please.
Ah.
You can ask question from the Dr. Sumisha Sahu. Please ask.
Then it means theta is equals to 2 5, where theta is equals to planar angle 5 is 5 solid angle.
Pi is solid angle. I just gave one symbol just for you to separate it out. If I say theta is the planar angle, then the relation will be 2 pi by theta is equivalent to n plus 1. And if I call phi as the solid angle, then 4 pi by phi will become equivalent to n plus 1. And I guess why I was insisting that I should call the solid total as 4 pi and this solid planar angle as 2 pi or 360 degrees. Did you get my point?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, okay. So the relations you have told and the relations you know. Achha. Tell me if you have any other questions. Shall I ask you something then? I want you to ask me. Suppose I have angle 60 degrees or 72 degrees, 90 degrees or 120 degrees. I am getting some definite images I can count and I can tell. Suppose I keep it at 100 degrees. Suppose I keep the two mirrors at 100 degrees. Okay. Then what will happen? How many images will I get? According to the formula, how many should I get? Please tell. I keep it at 100. 100 plus 10 is 100. I want to get I kept it at 105. How many images am I getting? Please tell.
3
Pardon? I am actually getting 2.5 images. Half. So total is 3.5. Okay. So that one is giving me a fractional image. Because it is giving me a fractional image, I was not taking those angles. But you can always find out the angle by looking at the fractional images and deciding what it is. That means when I keep it at 120 degrees, I get 2 images plus 1 object. If I keep it at 90 degrees, I get 3 images plus 1 object. If I keep it anywhere between 90 and 120, then I will get 2.5, 2.25, something like that, and images, and therefore you can make a rough estimate of how much that angle is. Because it is a fractional image, I was not keeping it at that because it's difficult to tell whether it is actually 2.5 or 2.6 or 2.7 or 2.3 or 2.1. It's difficult to say. Therefore, I was only taking integral values to count the number of images. Got my point? Got my point?
Yes, ma'am.
समझ में आया क्यों मैं 120, 90, 60 ऐसे ले रही थी? उसके बीच के एंगल लेने से the image will become fractional. काउंट करना डिफिकल्ट होगा, इसीलिए आपको बोलना भी डिफिकल्ट होगा, इसीलिए मैं नहीं ले रही थी. ठीक है. और कुछ क्वेश्चंस है आपको पूछने का?
Students, please ask a question.
क्वेश्चंस नहीं है, मैंने सब कुछ सीख गए हो तो मैं खुश हूँ, कुछ भी प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. आप सीखे हो कि नहीं सीखे हो? कुछ सीखा नहीं सीखा कि वो बेकार 2 घंटा वेस्ट हो गया आपका? सीखा है. ओके, वेरी गुड. सीखा है तो मैं खुश हूँ. अगर नहीं सीखा है तो आप कुछ बोलिए और मैं सीखूंगी आपसे. और कुछ पूछना चाहोगे? कुछ बोलती क्या? अभी कुछ पूछो मत. पूछने के लिए आपको ये क्वेश्चंस नहीं है, तो आप कुछ बोलो और मैं सुनूंगी. What was your experience?
मैम बहुत अच्छा लगा लेक्चर।
बहुत अच्छा लगा, आपको समझ में आया?
यस मैम।
ओके, समझ में आया। अच्छा, और कुछ आप कुछ दूसरे कोई बोलना चाहोगे? आपका एक्सपीरियंस शेयर करो, आगा क्या, नहीं लगा क्या किए, उसका एक्सपीरियंस शेयर करो प्लीज।
Excuse me, madam. My one query is that अगर प्लेन मिरर की जगह पर अगर हमारे पास जो मिरर है वो थोड़ा सा कर्व्ड मिरर हो या कुछ खास एंगल हो, तो उस केस में भी अगर दोनों को हम ज्वाइन करेंगे तो यही फॉर्मूलेज एप्लीकेबल होंगे?
नॉट एप्लीकेबल, क्योंकि जब कर्व फॉर्मूला लगे उसका रेडियस के ऊपर इमेज का साइज वगैरह आता है, इसीलिए यू कैन नॉट टेक कर्व मिरर एंड अप्लाई द सेम थिंग ओवर देयर, नॉट एप्लीकेबल। वो एंगल कैसे मेजर करोगे? वो तो दो कर्व हो गए एंगल, तो फिर वो जहाँ पे मीट करते हैं दैट इज नॉट अ प्लानर एंगल एट ऑल। एंगल प्लानर एंगल is the angle between two straight lines. यहाँ पे दो कर्व के बीच में अगर एंगल मेजर करना चाहोगे तो it will not be applicable. Am I clear? Yeah.
Any queries from student side, please?
अच्छा, आप अगर एक क्या वो बोलते हैं ना, घोस्ट घर गए थे, घोस्ट का घर गए थे, वो घर बहुत पिक्यूलियर था, उसका वॉल स्ट्रेट नहीं था, चार वॉल मिलके एक रूम नहीं हो रहा था, वॉल के रूम हो रहे थे, तो बाजू बाजू के वॉल में वो 90 डिग्रीज नहीं थे। आपको मैं पूछ रही हूँ, अगर आपको वो एंगल मेजर करना पड़े कि आपको मुझे बोलना पड़े कि मैं ऐसे रूम गई थी जहाँ दो वॉल के बीच में कुछ एंगल थे, मुझे इतना लगा, तो कैसे बोलोगे? कैसे आप मेजर करके बोलोगे? आपके पास प्रोट्रैक्टर नहीं है तो आप कैसे बोलोगे? आप समझ पा रहे हो मेरा क्वेश्चन? I want you to find out the angle between two walls in a comical house which is not 90 degrees. Okay, how you find out the angle between the two walls? Suggest.
Yes, please.
थक गए हैं
Answer the question.
थक गए हैं। अच्छा, अब it doesn't matter, now you switch on your videos, it's the picture of all of you. आप वीडियो ऑन कर पाओगे?
All the students are requested to please switch on their video camera.
Please switch on. थोड़े और भी बच्चे ऑन कर सकते हैं। यस, ओके, थैंक यू वेरी मच। आप आंसर नहीं कर रहे हो, दुख हो रहा है कि आपको समझ में नहीं आया शायद। मैं पूछ रही हूँ सिंपल क्वेश्चन, अगर दो वॉल ऐसे हैं और मुझे ये एंगल मेजर करके बताना है कितना है, तो कैसे कर पाओगे? प्लीज
Students, please answer.
रिया
अच्छा,
मैम
आई थिंक हाँ,
प्लीज आंसर।
4 pi by 1।
नहीं, आप मैं नंबर बोलने के लिए नहीं बोल रही हूँ। अगर दो वॉल ऐसे हैं और मुझे मैं पूछ रही हूँ व्हाट इज द एंगल बिटवीन दीज टू वॉल्स, आपको पूछ रही हूँ ये एंगल कितना है, आपको अगर बोलना पड़ेगा कितना एंगल, तो कैसे बोलोगे? व्हाट इज द मैकेनिज्म? नाउ आई हैव गिवन यू सम टिप्स। ये एंगल अगर नहीं, मुझे सुनाई नहीं दे रही है, सुने हाँ?
मैम देखिए आपने साइड एंगल फाइंड किया वैसे करते
नहीं, अगर दो वॉल है तो ये एंगल प्लानर एंगल है। ओके, ये एंगल प्लानर एंगल है, एक प्लेन में है। Okay, so the plane angle, if you want to find out, put one mirror over here, put one mirror over here. Okay, आपके पर्स से 2 मिरर लेके वहां पे रख दो और कुछ भी आप खड़े हो जाओ, आपका कितने इमेज आते हैं बता सकते हो, वो एंगल कितना है?
मैम
समझ गया? या
आज भी आ जाएगा मैम, एग्जामिनेशन होते ही हो जाएगा।
मुझे समझ में नहीं आ रहा है, देयर इज सम कंफ्यूजन और हाँ बोलो. ओके, आई थिंक वी शुड नाउ स्टॉप. इट इज हाई टाइम. You must be getting tired of the session. Okay. Sir, can we wind up? Gurpreet sir? Sir?
ये देखिए,
Yeah, can we wind up?
Dr. Virendra Kumar, madam has finished her lecture. Now please wind up this.
Thank you, sir. Good afternoon, everyone. It's my privilege to have been asked to propose a vote of thanks on today's occasion. I, on the behalf of DAV College Managing Committee, New Delhi, and Department of Physics, DAV College, Bathinda, extend a hearty vote of thanks to our most valued invited guest, Madam Sarmishta Sahuji. Ma'am, thank you for motivating our students and clarifying their basic concepts through easy experiments. Definitely, they will now see study of science in different light. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Very, very much for your nice opportunity and a lovely platform. Thanks to all of you. Thanks to all the students, especially for patiently listening to what is happening and answering every now and then. Keep it up. Keep it up.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much.
Okay, sir. Yes, sir. Thanks a lot.